hope we can keep this, man. It just,
I like
that, the nostalgia. Okay. Hey guys, my name is Tadra, and I am here with PJ Productions doing our first PJ Productions podcast. This is episode 1, and we are here with Miss DJ Breraww.
Hey.
If y'all don't know her, you're about to find out about her. How are you doing, Miss?
I'm doing excellent. How are you?
I am doing good. I'm feeling really good, nice and warmed up for this little interview.
The vibe set, feel it.
All right, you ready?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, my first question. What made you get into DJ? How did you get into it?
So, honestly, a lot of people don't know that I was a rapper. I am a rapper. I made music since I was a kid. I played instruments my entire life. I started the piano in like 2nd grade. So music's always been a big part of my life.
Really?
Yeah. I have a couple projects out rap-wise, but honestly, I feel like everything's so old. I'm ready to reintroduce myself.
Well, how old?
Like
you talking like years?
3 years, yeah, like 2-3 years.
Not that old.
My last project was like 2 years ago, I want to say.
Really?
Yeah, and I have stuff in the vault, but you know.
So
timing.
you were okay. So we just found out. Not only is she the DJ, but you're a rapper. I'm assuming you write your raps as well.
Yes, of course.
Period.
Yes.
Producing?
No, I'm learning how to produce right now. I took a Pro Tools
sweet.
class, and my friend's a producer, so I'm learning. But my goal is to get it all under my belt.
Right.
You know, I want to be all in house. Yeah.
Oh, period. Okay. So last rap project dropped was 3 years ago. So how did we get from rap to DJ?
So the same friends that I record music with, we had our own studio in Long Beach. We would spend days there, like just making beats, rapping, going back and forth. But 2 of them know how to DJ really well. And like all of my friends are in music, so they all know how to DJ pretty much. And I've been begging my friends for years, like, teach me. And nobody wanted to fucking teach me.
No way.
So yeah, so
the
one
gatekeep.
night, the gatekeep, as a woman, like crazy.
In my own
group, like, come on. So then it was one night, actually, me and my friend Frosty and Tara, shout out Frosty and Tara, we locked ourselves in the studio for like 12 hours. And there was a controller there, Tara's controller, and they pretty much taught me all the basics. And then a good friend of mine, Sammy, told me I could borrow his controller. And so for the first year of my DJing, I taught myself everything I know just by fucking around at home.
What?
Yeah, pretty much. And then like I started getting booked here and there, and it just like you just grow with the craft.
That is freaking crazy. Okay, so how long were you just doing it on your own to getting to your first DJ set?
Not long. Yeah, in fact, my friend Sammy was like, "That's crazy." When I told him I got booked, he was like, "That's crazy."
How long after?
Probably like I had posted like, "Do you guys want DJ Breraww?" Like done a couple like mashups on my Instagram story.
Yeah.
And everybody was like, "Yes." And then like a week later, I was booked.
Oh
yeah, Sunshine. My friend Sunshine booked me at Black Bar, my first gig ever.
Stop. Okay, so how was it? Were you?
Oh, nervous? I was so nervous. I think as a DJ, when you first start, you want to have like your set plan from front to back. You want to know when you're transitioning. You want to make sure this, but like that's not the art. The art is reading the room, and the art is creating. You know, like. So I was very nervous. I had my little like 40 songs or whatever it was picked out and handpicked, and I was ready to do this then, and then. Nothing happens how you plan it. Yeah. So I learned quickly, like, it was a good set. Don't get me wrong. The room was packed. My friends were very proud of me, but it was definitely a learning experience. Yeah. For sure. I was like, okay, I got to look up and pay attention to what they're doing, you know?
Yeah. So that's like another question that I have is like, how do you read the room? But I'm hearing, so the first set, you have 40 songs. Is that how you choose? Like, how does a set,
so
what goes into the set?
You have to know how long you're going to spend for.
Yeah.
I've spun for 30 minutes. I've spun for 4 hours, 6 hours before, you know? So, you want to put as many songs you want to overcompensate for how much music you need, pretty much, just in case you do have to read the room and half those songs got to go.
Right.
You know?
Right.
So you want to make sure you have more than enough songs to play from, to choose from. But once your library gets big enough, and if you feel comfortable freestyling, you really have nothing to worry about. Like, as long as you keep something playing.
What is freestyling as a DJ? Just literally dropping a track in there that you didn't plan to play? Like how?
Yeah.
That is so.
But that goes with reading the room.
I get it.
Yeah,
so was your first performance? Was it more freestyling?
No, I would say it was planned articulately. It just didn't go articulated. It was very planned, but it just did not go as planned.
And why is that?
Because I mean, you're so much like going on. It's not when you're at home practicing a set.
Yeah.
You've got people with drinks walking by you. You've got people asking you for stuff. People making requests. There's a crowd in front of you dancing. Girls grabbing the DJ booth. Don't be that girl that grabs the DJ booth, please. That shakes ass and shakes my whole controller back and forth. Please, I love it. Energy, yes, energy, but just like do it 2 feet right
Disclaimer,
now. Okay?
y'all hear it?
Sorry. But it was planned. It's just like things. There's so much going on, and just I started this because it was fun, because I love music. I don't want to go up there and stress myself out and be like, oh my God, I got to get it right. No, I want to have a good time. I want to love my art. I want to work hard, but I want to also enjoy the party just like y'all are enjoying the party, you know?
Right. So. And I feel like that's what made you stick out to me specifically, because I was telling our CEO of PJ Productions, Zay, I was telling Zay, like, I never really understood what made a good DJ, what made a DJ a DJ. And it wasn't until we had you on our events. If you don't know about our events, go to our Instagram @_PJ Productions. Just say, we had you at one of our events, and I was seeing your energy. I was seeing your energy, and I was seeing you in the craft, and not just the craft. Yes. And I think that's what made it a little bit different for me, at least, from being the outsider, not of course understanding all the DJ stuff and everything that goes into it. But I was like, wait a minute, she hyped. But so if she's hyped, she knows she's doing a good job. If she's hyped, the whole crowd is hyped, and that's kind of how I was able to interpret it. Definitely. But yes, you're top tier, period.
Energy is definitely a big part, and once you get comfortable doing what you do, if you practice a lot at home and you know the technicalities and you know how to do your job, then you should have good energy, because what are you worried about, for one? And then two, like, that's half of your, as a performer, as a club performer, as an event performer, you know, you want to be engaged with your crowd. You want to make them remember you and be like, she was turning me. We sang that song, looked at each other in our eyes, and gave those lyrics to each other. Like, you know, so I think I take pride in that. So thank you very much.
Lit. That's lit. I like that. So from your first set, is that when you just started getting booked left and right? Or when did you start noticing like, oh shit?
I quit my job, I think 4 months after I started DJing.
Stop.
Less than a year.
And where were you working? Were you like a server?
I trapped for a really long time.
Oh, period.
I was in cannabis for a really long time, but I was tired of making white men rich and counting about $80,000 for them every night, and then I'm walking away with the band like, hold on.
I came from cannabis as well, so we definitely were,
And then I'm like, I'm here all the time. I was a server too. I was bartending, and I was in cannabis, and I was just like, I don't want to have to put on a fake smile around people all day, you know? I want to be my own boss.
What you like.
Exactly, but I want to do what I love. So,
Dang. 4 months. Are we letting that sink in, y'all? For anyone who don't have a talent, 4 months is what it takes.
No. I wouldn't say that. Don't quit your job. I got lucky because I have such a good community. And, you know, I have a supportive boyfriend. I have supportive friends, and I have people in my life that open those doors for me too. Like Sunshine booked me after 2 weeks of DJing. My business partner now, AC, took pride in like booking me and having me open. And then as soon as I opened for him, he said, I want to put you on every lineup. Like I'm so fortunate and blessed that Long Beach music scene, we really are a community. And they believed in me, and that's how I believed in myself. You know?
That's good. That's good. I like that you mentioned community, because that's also something that I have spoke to our CEO Zay about. I feel like before I got into the entrepreneurial scene, my idea of entrepreneur is me. Right. I have to do it. Right. I have to figure it out. And I feel like there's a little bit of influence in that in music, where we hear even our female rappers and our male rappers,
I had to get it out the never needed help. Which is cool, but if you've got some help, take that motherfucker. Like, it's gonna help a lot.
For sure. The connections, the networking, it is so big.
Especially in LA, dog. Yeah. Especially in LA. Like, I hate to say it, but it is clout wars out here. It really is. And like it was really hard for me to differentiate, like, okay, am I not doing good enough at my art, or am I not doing good enough sucking these niggas' dicks because they want me to fucking be on their ass about book me here, book me there, unfortunately. Like, so I think I had to like realize, like, what gigs do I want to do? Like, what gigs are important to me and why? Like, do I stand by the people that are running this, or do I just want to be on a lineup with somebody?
Right. So, yeah, your morals and your why.
Yeah,
that's another thing that's also came up within entrepreneurship as well, is like that why. Why are you doing this? Are you doing this just to get on the lineup? Are you doing this because this is your craft and that this is what you want to do?
Yeah,
this is what
and they believe in me, and they actually they think I'm going to do a good job. They're not testing me to see, are you going to do a good job? They're like, okay, we want to pass you the stick, Bree. We got this, you know? And there's enough money in this game for us to all, I'm telling you, like, there's you don't have to be a gatekeeper. You don't have to be a clout chaser. Like, you can be up, you know?
It's that part. That's that part. So when did you get your name? Did your name just roll off the tongue? Was that your name at your first performance?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's my name since I was like 15.
Oh,
like,
wow.
Yeah.
Oh, period. So that's how people knew you.
Yeah. When you think like Breraww, like that's they call me that. Yeah. Like Honestly, I still can't pinpoint exactly where it came from, but you guys remember Last Kings, Tyga, and Honey Cocaine? He had a song with her. He said something like T-Raw, blah, 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 blah. And people started calling me Breraww.
That's cute.
And I think it just kind of stuck.
That's cute.
Yeah.
I like that.
But now, my brand is Breraww. Like, my friends, the group I take everywhere with me, and my brand is like Raw Dogs. Like,
yeah.
That's my clique. So, we made it work.
I know that's right. I know that's right. So I think you might have talked a little bit into reading a crowd and adjusting your set. So how difficult is that to, I guess maybe like in the beginning it might be a little bit difficult, but now is it very natural for you to, y'all not turn enough, let me turn you up?
For
sure.
You
guys want to turn down, let me turn down?
For sure. I think it's definitely like you never want to start with all your bangers, of course, yes. Right. But I think you got to be mindful who else is playing after you, before you. I don't want to take all those bangers. I don't want to slow them down and then you're going to turn it back. You got to be mindful of that. But also, like, I think it is a responsibility as a DJ to put you guys onto some new music too. Right. I don't think it's just me playing what y'all heard on the radio the past or the last 10 parties you went to. Like, I always say my goal is to have somebody Shazam a track at the end of each of my sets,
period.
Like, yeah, but period. I also feel like you got to take that risk and play something that you might not know if they're going to fuck with or not. But then if they're not fucking with it, okay, I'm here to turn y'all up. So I'm going to turn y'all up. Right. But it does get easier over time. Like I said, that freestyling aspect really applies a lot too, because you plan your whole set from front to back, and then they're not feeling it halfway through. You're not just gonna keep playing what you had planned.
Right, right. Yeah, so you gotta adjust.
It gets easier over time, but I definitely think it's a skill you have to develop.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, that's so interesting. Yeah. That DJ life is very interesting. That I really just never really knew. Yeah, very.
People think we just go up there and press play. Like,
yeah. I honestly don't know what I thought, because I think DJing has also changed over the years, right? Like, are you the DJ that has the, what do you call those turntables?
Vinyl turntable? Yeah. So you have a digital turntable and you have a vinyl turntable. There's huge differences. I think technology has made it feel like anybody can do it. Anybody can do it, but not everybody can do it well. Yeah. Like, there's beat matching, there's key matching, there's understanding what parts go here, there's counting measures. If you don't play instruments, or if you don't have a musical background, it's a little bit more difficult to acclimate yourself with waveforms, with BPM, et cetera, et cetera. If you have a musical background, you can adjust a little bit better. I'm not saying it's impossible. Right. I'm just saying it takes years of practice to get familiar with how music is structured,
Got it. So it doesn't take 4 months, y'all. Sorry. If you're not musically inclined, it doesn't take 4 months.
Maybe just serve that table a little longer.
I wouldn't really say I'm musically inclined. Like, I can't read music like that. So yeah, it definitely wouldn't take me 4 months.
But you could do it.
But I probably can do it. Yeah.
I believe in you.
Thank you. So I'm curious, do you think in the next maybe 2-ish years we're gonna see the rap Breraww?
According to my friends, yes. Like, my friends are on my ass about dropping.
I love that. They're your number one fans.
They are. They're my dogs. I wouldn't be here without them. They're Raw Dogs. For real.
I love that.
But it's like, I'm such a perfectionist, and I think with DJ, it's so much easier for me to like learn my lessons and like still keep getting back out there, because I'm playing other people's music. Yeah. Like, I love what I do, and I know I'm good at what I do, but if somebody doesn't like a set, like, okay, there's always next time. With my art, like, I talk about my life. I put my emotion. I spent days in the studio recording this. Like, I love that. It just feels like it's a little bit more vulnerability for me, For sure. So I think I've just grown so much as a person since the last time I rapped, and a lot of people don't know me anymore. Yeah. Just like straight up respectfully, like, y'all don't know me anymore.
Yeah. 3 years ago you, and now two completely different people.
So I feel like I'm trying to take a little bit less pressure off of putting it out so that y'all can receive it, and more just putting it out because I want to put it out. Yeah. Like, I would love to put it out and be like, okay, it's out, but I just know I want to put it out right. Yeah. Like, so that I can say no matter who receives it or likes it or not, I know I did what I wanted to do on it.
Yeah. Yeah. That makes sense. Okay. So what do you see? I don't even know if I want to put a time limit on it, but what are your goals with Breraww? You say, I think this wasn't on camera. I think this was maybe off camera when we were talking. You're talking about Breraww being a brand and making that your brand. So talk a little bit more about that. What are some goals that you feel like you have with your Breraww brand?
I definitely feel like I want to make people feel empowered through my music. I want to make them feel emotions through my music, not just with my personal rapping, but also with my DJing. Yeah. I have some plans for some mixes I want to put out that have like a little accompaniment with it, and not to say too much. I have some plans for live sets that I want to do. Like, I want to make people realize that this is not just a hobby, that Breraww is a way of like how music has changed my life, honestly. Period. And I want people to recognize, like, that is normal to feel. You are an artist and a powerful person and a passionate person, and I want people to put my mix on and go through a journey. Like, I want you to know, like, whatever Breraww puts out musically, it's going to take me on a journey. It's not just going to be a product, you know?
I love that. Product over lifestyle over product. Yes. I really like that.
Thank you.
That was really good.
I'm a PR major too, so
that's really good. That was really good. Okay, I think last question that I would have is, you've name dropped a lot of people. You've name dropped the team. You've name dropped individuals. Who do you think we should interview next? Whether it's a artist that you know, a DJ, if there's a list of people, go ahead and drop them. But just straight off the dome, who do you think we should interview next?
I gotta shout out my business partner, AC the Coldest. That guy has done a lot for the city and the city's nightlife. We actually are planning an event next month, so follow Cold Summer Party on Instagram. He is just a go with everything he does. He's a God-fearing man. He is a good person, and he's always believed in me and made me feel comfortable and like I could do anything. And he's very talented. Just knock it all off. So,
I love that. Ooh, that was so good. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was saying thank you so much for having us, but thank you so much for joining us on our first podcast. And I think that is a wrap.
Yes, follow me on social media, Breraww OG. TikTok is Breraww, Twitter is Breraww, and check out my wave pool set. I just dropped a live set. We're almost at 20K views, so check it out on YouTube.
Period. Run it up, y'all.